suck at explaining colors. Like, to love makeup and love things that revolve around colors, I have a very hard time finding the words that I want to say. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do another look with the BH Cosmetics Power Play, well, Nude Ego Power Play palette. I used this in a prior video, but I just feel like these larger palettes, it's like one look and you're done. Like one look and that speaks for all the shadows. And I just feel like that's crappy. I don't know. I just want to spend time with larger palettes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a look. I think I'm going to go more for this side today. Yeah, so you get 24, if you haven't seen this yet, this is BH Cosmetics' new palette that came out with their Nude Ego collection. I did a couple videos. You can either find them linked below or just scroll through my channel and you see a couple other videos that I've done already. But this is the large palette that came within the collection, and this is 24 shadows for $20. So they do have a, not a loyalty program, but some kind of rewards where you get money off if you spend so much with them and earn so much. So you can look into that too. Yeah, so I think let's just jump right in. I think I'm gonna go in with Allure. This one here. It's such a pretty soft color. I'm gonna put a little bit more on. Yeah, and it's definitely buildable. You see it's more concentrated right there where I just put it. Go ahead and dust that all over. I'm gonna put a little bit underneath. You want to play with a couple of these shimmers. So I really want to go in with Fierce. I already took my finger into it because I was like, I really just want to know what this looks like. So I'm going to pick this up on a Morphe M124 brush. Just going to pick that up. I'm going to place that on the middle of the lid. You don't get too much payoff, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up on my finger. Put that right in the center and a little bit towards that outer portion. Now I'm going to go back in with that Morphe M124 brush, pick some more up, see if I can build it up a bit. I find that once you get it down with your finger, like it does a nice base, and then I feel like you can get better coverage than with using the brush. And now I'm going to go ahead and wet it. And I'm just going to use this Morphe Luminous Spray. That's what I have sitting here. Missed that. Such a pretty color. Like, it's got like this purple, you know, undertone, and then it's got like this purplish, oh, what happened, camera? Focus. See that? Oh, that picks it up beautifully. Look how pretty that is. So it's got like that silver shimmer, but it's got a shift in the color of the shadow. It's so pretty. So I think what I want to do next is I want to go in with this color. I know I said I was going to focus on that outer portion, and I will. I want to put this next to that on that inner corner. So again, I'm going to go in with just any flat shadow brush that you have will work. It's just, again, I have a lot of those Morphe M124 brushes because, like I said, they were fairly inexpensive back in the day. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that color Bold. I'll put that on my inner corner. And again, it's not a lot of color payoff. Just always like to try first. So I'm going to pick that up on my finger and go in the inner corner. And I'm going to dab that over where I have that prior color so it blends. Oh, that's super pretty as well. Oh, let me zoom in a bit more. A little bit of fallout there. Just take a... And as I've said before, do your makeup last. I have a bad habit of that. So I'm going to pick up that same M124 brush I just tried to use. I'm going to pick up that color Bold, and I'm going to get it wet again with the Morphe Luminous Spray. I'm going to dab over top. It's so pretty. Just like melts the two colors together. And I'm not swiping, I'm not rubbing, I'm just essentially just pressing in. Really firm, pressing that color in. So I'm going to pick up that previous M124 brush with that color Fierce on it. And I'm just going to dab over where those two colors meet up just to get a better blend. Like so. And now I'm going to go in with this Vasanti, I don't even know where I got this from, contour eyeshadow brush. I don't know, but I love this brush. It's just like the perfect size. And now I'm going to go in with this color Skin Deep. I'm going to pick that up on this Vasanti brush, tap off that excess. I'm going to tip my head back, and I'm going to put that here in my crease. I'm using it to soften the edges of those prior colors. Just gonna add a bit of depth and dimension there. Like that. Go back in with that first brush. Soften the edges again. There's nothing else on it, it's just from what I used the first time. Soften the edges. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick up a smaller, it's a little bit smaller than that Vasanti brush. It's a ColourPop E27. It's a bit dense. I want to see, oh shoot, I kind of want to do this one of a kind. So I started with so I said I was going to go on that outer portion, and I was thinking just more along the lines of these plum colors. But then when you get down here, it's kind of dark. It looks like a deep chocolatey color, and I don't really want to do that today. So I think I'm going to go for this color, for this one of a kind color down here, because it looks more like a cooler tone, like plum, maybe. So I'm going to pick that up, and I'm going to go right on that outer corner. I'll press that in. Let's see what we have. Is this going to be like a chocolatey plum situation? Not really sure. It actually does. Like in the pan, just sitting there, it looks more like it'd be a plum, but then as I'm applying, I'm like, is this more of like a chocolate situation. And it does. It looks like more of a brown. Let's see. Focus. So that's the color there. But in the pan, like when I show you, when I look at it, well, it's not that it looks bad. So I'm gonna go back in with that first M124 brush and pick up that fierce color. And I'm gonna tap that over where that brown and that purple fierce color meet up to blend them so it doesn't look so disconnected right there. And I did not wet it. Yeah. I really wonder. Now I'm gonna swatch this. So this color that I look at and I'm like, oh, is that a chocolatey color? Because again, look at them. Like that to me looks more plum. And then there's that. But let's go ahead and swatch it. That looks really dark. Yeah, that's a really deep, like milk chocolatey brown. Well, such is life. So I'm gonna pick up this color Courage, and I'm gonna pick that up on this ColourPop E28 brush, and I want to put that on the inner corner. And I actually did pick up somewhat okay on that brush, but I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna wet it. See if I can get a little more coverage there. Yeah. That's what I want. See that? Open up the eye. Came down a bit further than I wanted to. I should have gone in with this smaller brush. Blend it in a little bit. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back in with that Vasanti brush and that Skin Deep color. I'm gonna go under the eye. I'm gonna have that connect out here with that crease, like so. That blown out smoky look. Okay, so there's that for the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, there's the finished look. So I went ahead and did the other eye and added a few things. So I just figured like there's no point in me doing my eyeliner on camera, because if you guys have been here a while, you know that I can't see worth shit. And when I do my eyeliner, like I literally have to get all up in the freaking mirror. It's ridiculous. So anyway, I used the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Boundless Bisque. I used that in my waterline on the bottom. And then I used the Kat Von D. This is when it was Kat Von D still. That might be slightly old. My Kat Von D tattoo liner in Mad Max Brown. Love this liner. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do a black wing. I want to go ahead and do like a brown situation. But then I put on these delightful lashes and you can't exactly see the brown situation underneath. I mean, if you get close to me, you can. I know it's brown. I know it matches. I feel good about it. So that's all that matters, right? Right. So I used the Tarte lashes. So here's the packaging. And these are Goddess. Is that going to be backwards? Is it going to show? It just says Goddess Cruelty Free Lashes. Where else does it show? Maybe here. Is it going to show? Right there. So that's those. These are some of my favorite lashes. So let me zoom out. Woo, wrong way. So I actually went into the palette and I was like, oh, let me do something like a little brow bone highlight because I've been doing that again lately. And I'm like, oh, this does make quite a bit of difference. Like, because I just got out of doing like a brow bone highlight. But then I realized I'm not, like, this color on me doesn't really do too much. Like, it doesn't highlight anything because I think it's close to my skin tone. So, which is fine, It's, you know, that's the only thing, like in my prior video I said that is the one thing that I think this palette is lacking, is either that like really light shimmer for that brow bone highlight or even like a lighter matte color. You know, call it what you will. It's just not very light. It doesn't do that pop that I was looking for. But other than that, like, I absolutely love this palette so far. Like, I'm loving it. This is the second look I've done with it. I think it turned out really nice. I appreciate how the colors went on. I appreciate how they blended out. Nothing looks patchy. The shimmers went on. I mean, that seems to be typical for a majority of eyeshadow palettes lately, is that with those shimmery colors that you put it down with your finger and then you can build it up, and then wetting it intensifies it a little bit, but it also holds it down to the eyelid. Like, adding that little bit of spray helps keep that shimmer there, and I'm all about it. I love it. I appreciate it. Yeah, if there was one thing I was going to get from the collection, it would definitely be the Power Play palette. And here it is again, so you all can see. It's so much fun. So I know I said I was gonna stay like over here today, and I did. I did this color and this color, and then I like ventured over, and that's the fun thing about these palettes. There's so many combinations that you can do. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have the palette, let's talk about it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you not? I don't know. Just put your opinion below. That's what we're here for. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this. Bye.